Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays the Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH Plus. Hey, what can you say about the previous run? You can't say anything except thank you. You should... Oh, come on! Here's a TikTok waiting to happen. 1202WVA2. But hey, check this out. Thanks to Eden's blessing, thoughts arrive like butterflies. We got the mark to start with here. That's a very good starting item. Is it enough to take you from Keeper Uncertainty to Keeper Confidence? No. But, I mean, it's got to be in like the top 5% of items you could possibly, you know, get as the Keeper to start with. Nun's habit is freaking sick too. Oh my god, could such a thing come to pass? There are those who said it's... No, nobody said it couldn't be done. I mean, we've won, I don't know, probably like 100 Keeper runs in our day. That sounds not unreasonable. How long's the Keeper been in the game? For like 2,000, 2,500 episodes or so? Okay, let's conservatively say we've won 50 Keeper runs. I think that's not unreasonable. This is a very good start. So how do you play this one? I'll tell you, here's how you play this one. Sometimes the only winning move is not to play. So because I am an esports level Isaac player, I absolutely, under all circumstances, refuse to take a pill. I will not. It is a foolish endeavor. It is a solved game. Do not take uncertain pills. Pretty much ever. I mean, it's good advice for life as well. Oh, absolutely not. You must be out of your mind. No thank you. Also not great. Not even close to being good enough. Slightly better. You know what? We're going deep on this one. Yes, I will. It's not much. I do want to be clear, it's not much. But Gimpy will give us more red hearts, which means we get more flies. Okay, almost went the wrong way on that one. And on top of that, more spirit hearts, which means more flies. Is it an incredible improvement for us? No, not at all. Okay, that was very scary. But it's something. And to be honest, we don't have unlimited rerolls regardless. So I think it's worth something. -2 luck is not gonna really inspire a whole lot of confidence with that respect right now, but that's okay. It's okay. Send them. Send them. Take the pill. Why did we take the pill there? Because if it was a health down, we could have recovered. I know I said we never do it. That was the one circumstance in which we will. I will not go to the cursed room either. The cursed room is a folly. Yes, there are great odds we would probably get a replacement for the HP we spent. But if we didn't, which is also still fairly realistic, all things considered, we would be disappointed to a degree that it would be inconsolable. Anyway, how y'all doing today? It's a Tuesday for me. The Isaac backlog is not very long right now. It's less than a week, which is low by Isaac standards. I promise you that. You're getting contemporaneous references for the first time in a long time. But there's not really that much going on in the world that I want to talk about. I mean, there were like Oscar nominations. I don't care about losing a deal with the devil as the keeper, but I do care about a bad habit of getting too close to enemies led us to taking that damage. The Oscar nominations came out. I don't care, really. Like, I haven't watched the Oscars in probably like 10 years. I think the last time I watched the Oscars was when Black Swan won Best Picture. It wasn't like I made a categorical decision. Sadly, we cannot, but that's very interesting. I think we will not re-roll that yet. It's just, you know, for the most part, it's kind of a show where I would rather just read afterwards about what won. I don't really want to watch 3 hours of the Oscars. I would much rather just 3 minutes be like, you know, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood took home Best Picture. I will say, though, this is definitely one of the years where I have seen the most Best Picture nominees. I've seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I've seen Parasite. I've seen Joker. I've seen Jojo Rabbit. I've seen there were many others where I was like, I've seen this. My personal pick is going to come as a surprise to no one probably. My favorite of the movies nominated is Parasite. I would love to see Parasite win. Hold on. We have to at least check. Not just because it would be amazing for like a Korean language film to win Best Picture, but because it was genuinely, I think, my favorite movie of the year. Now, how would I feel if Once Upon a Time in Hollywood won? I would feel like that's fine. That movie has wormed its way and anchored it inside of my head. I think it's a very interesting film and a very unique one. It's a weird kind of like slice of life. Might as well take this. That at first I was very puzzled by it. I didn't really know how to feel about it, but as time has gone on, it's grown in reverence in my mind. Jojo Rabbit, in my opinion, look, I'm not making any friends every time I say this, but I don't think Jojo Rabbit is a particularly good film. Would I be disappointed if it won Best Picture? No, because I don't care about how the Oscars reacts to anything. But do I think it deserves to be the Best Picture of the year? No, in my opinion, I do not. Now, why would you come through here? I fear no man. But that thing, that scares me. Leave. Okay, we're good to leave now. We could have gone into the boss trap room, but how about if Joker wins? I don't know, man. Like, I don't like Joker. I don't think it's a good movie. But it was definitely, it's the same as Jojo Rabbit in my head, where I was like, watching the movie, I was like, man, I hate this, but if you like it, I'm sure you freaking love it. So I think there's some merit to it being, you know, at that echelon, even if I personally disagree with it. Still got to see The Irishman, still got to see Marriage Story. Look, again, not making too many friends by disliking two of the most popular movies of the year, especially like Jojo Rabbit. I feel bad to say, like, I mean, I didn't dislike it, but I didn't like it that much. It's like a really sincere film with a heart of gold. Nobody wants if I could just put my snobbishness to the side and be like, it's an uplifting adventure that is just so beautiful and touching. Man, I would get a lot of respect for that. People would be like, he's a kindred spirit. But instead, my inner Roger Ebert is like, yeah, but is it too sincere? Is it so sincere as to be cloying? So I understand. But this is how you know I'm honest. I'm not just pandering. I'm giving you my honest opinion, regardless of how, delete this, you posted cringe, it is. Anyway, where was I going with that? I don't know. I just can't fathom a world where Joker is more respected than The Dark Knight. That's kind of where I'm at. If you like Joker, whatever, dude. So did, like, I don't know, 100 million people. So, like, it's not like, probably like 500 million people. It's not like you're in the minority and I'm, you know, trying to police what you're enjoying. But I'm like, yo, Dark Knight is such a masterpiece as compared to Joker. I trust me. NL, you don't get it. It's about the system failed. I get it, okay? I've seen other movies in this similar vein. The themes are not lost on me. Anyway, hold on. I should probably focus. He's getting upset again. God, he's good. Also, where's John Travolta's Best Actor nomination for The Fanatic? Travolta's getting snubbed again. Another year, no nomination. It's all freaking politics, dude. I'll take BFF. Does it make rib better or pointy rib? It does make pointy rib better. We're pretty close to a winnable run here. There's no doubt about that. I would say we are one, like, 10 out of 10 item away is a good way to describe it. Now, that's, I mean, it's a hard thing to guarantee, obviously. But if we could get, you know, Swallowed Penny, for example. That's pretty nice. It's not quite on the same level. If we can get Swallowed Penny or Piggy Bank or something like that, I think we could probably safely assume this one has a very realistic chance of winning. It is as the keeper, you can't relax for even a second. Things could go terribly wrong. But instead of focusing on the movies that I don't think are that good, let's focus on the one that I think is that good. I think Parasite genuinely, I think it has a shot. I don't think it's number one. My personal pick, I would expect that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is kind of it's an Academy darling. On the bright side, at least Best Picture will not go to a biopic of a musician or politician. That's not an insult to Rocket Man, which I've heard is very good, but I've not seen. But, I always feel every year it's like, why not? This could be helpful, it could be dangerous. It always feels like there's like one movie where you're like, wow, look at how much Christian Bale looks like Dick Cheney. He's a shoo-in for the Oscar. I will admit, that's still how I critique acting to some extent. How much does actor look like character? Wow, it's 1-to-1, dude! Shouldn't we reward the makeup and costumes? No, it's Christian Bale, dude! He is Dick Cheney! Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. I mean, that's what's going on right now. That's pretty much it. Don't have that much, it's January. Not a whole heck of a lot, coming out. There are a lot of game announcements today that were like, it was strange to me. It was like, I guess it is Tuesday, and it's probably like the first Tuesday after the holidays for a lot of companies, so it makes sense. They delayed the Final Fantasy VII Remake by like a month. And I'm not going to say I told us so. But remember like a couple months ago in an Isaac episode, I was like, anytime there's a game delay announcement, everybody bends over backwards to be like, if you're mad about this, get a life. But nobody's actually mad about it. It's exclusively people, that are like, I've seen a lot of anger about this, and let me tell you, a delayed game is good eventually. A rushed game is bad forever. That's what I always say. And I don't want to be my textbook curmudgeon, but I did see a lot of that today. Saw people say, if you're upset about this, just think of it this way. I think we'd have a much more pleasant social media experience if anytime we had a thought that was, if you're upset by this, we didn't tweet it until we actually saw a human being that was upset by it. This is a real tough one, to be honest with you. I genuinely think our best choice is the Soul. Halo is also good, but it's overrated. I think I overrate Halo because I just think all stats upgrade. The Soul deflecting bullets, there's a lot of situations where that'll pay dividends for us. I think it's a good habit to just... don't anticipate people's anger and try to placate them, in advance. Instead, wait for somebody to be upset, then quote retweet it and say, look at this dummy. That's the dream. Okay, we don't have Swallowed Penny. We have Nuns Have It, so we might want to be a little careful with the Temperance card here. But it has... There's value to be derived. To be honest, we would really like... Oh, we did this so wrong. We would really like a speed upgrade. So to have this work for us, on top of the fact that, like, the shop is worthwhile, and we're getting... spiders out of it, and possibly luck upgrades as well. The speed upgrade would be really important, and we did get it, so let's take all that. Ace of Hearts, just to give me some flies on the way out. That was a solid way to handle that room. Well done, me. No, you're not supposed to use it on the room. You're supposed to wait till that room's over. So yeah, they announced a delay for Final Fantasy VII Remake, which again, if you are upset, I recognize the hypocrisy. Those people are right, but it's, you know, the only reason I get annoyed is because it's like so obviously right. I don't think it needs to be said, but maybe that represents a problem with my own brain instead of the brain of the person with good intentions. I have been increasingly open to recognizing that fact as well. The Avengers game got delayed, and I'm like, you know, to me, that seems pretty appropriate because some people might call me an Avengers stan. Those people would be wrong because I don't have a picture of Chris Evans as my Twitter profile picture, even though I do wear a lot of comfortable sweaters. But even as somebody who's like, I'm a pretty big fan of those Avengers movies, the game is kind of... let me be honest with you. I trust Crystal Dynamics a lot. They've knocked the Tomb Raider games out of the park. Not my favorite games ever made, but, you know, it's a good time. I don't even think we want that at all. And I trust them to make a polished experience, but everything I've seen in that game, I've been like, I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, because I think it could be a fun multiplayer thing. And I'm always on the lookout for more stuff, you know, of that ilk. There was one more announcement. Oh, there was maybe a Doom Eternal release date announcement / trailer. Okay, hold on. That's obviously an incredible pickup. Although, it is going to take us a long time to charge shots. I don't think either of them are that incredible, but the only thing we get out of Scapular right now are flies. So Guardian Spear plus BFF, I don't anticipate it doing much, but I do anticipate it being okay. So Brimstone is legitimately a mild negative, sort of. It's a mild negative on some rooms. On other rooms, don't get me wrong, our damage dealing potential, like our DPS on a raw sense, has just gone through the roof. If we target a single enemy with this, they're going to melt. However, if we don't get enemies on the first crack, things are going to get slightly touchy. Possibly, depending on, you know, what enemies are in the room, and the positions they take, and so on, and et cetera, et cetera. But I think it was definitely, I would describe it as a good choice. So I'm feeling pretty optimistic. We do want to go to the item room for sure, but AWAS is free boss room access. Actually, more boss trap room is what I mean. But what we want more than the item room is actually the shop, because piggy bank, pay to play, etc., etc. Those items at this point are like unbelievably good. Oh, we've been to our item room. Yeah, that's right. Look, when you're talking about 25 different things all the time, it's easy to lose track. You ever wonder why, you know, sometimes your granddad calls you by your brother's name instead of your name? Is it because the myelin sheaths on his neurons are deteriorating? Yeah, okay, like a little bit physiologically, there's no doubt in that. But also it's because Granddad's got a lot of things on his mind. Did I take my medication today? That's a big one. What's for dinner? Another very important issue to handle. I wonder what happened to little Tommy Sparkles, who lived down the street from me when I was 14 years old. Hey, he's probably wondering the same, Grandpa. I don't know what I'm talking about. Blank rune. Alges and nothing. That's okay. Yeah, alright. We got a good thing going here. So I think we're going to pretty much destroy the mom fight. This is a good time to double down on our fundamentals. And remember, every time we walk into a room, there's no reason to not press the spacebar right now. So like immediately, the more of that's out there, the better our life is, without a doubt. Very easy fight. No deal with the devil. That's fine. You grab the Polaroid. You see what's going on in here. Honestly, none of these are worthy. I hate to say it, none of them are worthy. They're not worth. Maybe Cursed Eye, because it'll teleport you if you get hit once, but I don't trust it. Utero XL means we can't even really use this Awaz rune productively, so we'll toss it and hope for the best. And I would say the best did not come to pass, and that's okay. The only time you don't want to press the spacebar is when it's going to interrupt your brimstone charge. It's the boss. We've walked 3 steps and discovered the boss. It's a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. Okay, spikes are very dangerous. Don't pick up the coin, dude. This ain't your first rodeo. Leave that for a second, but it is extremely good. We're leaving it just in case we end up being 1 HP down. Would be nice to have 1 HP to pick up. See, we're getting back to actually using the fundamentals. Also, AAA battery did not work the way I thought it would. The soul made this a very comfortable fight. We will take this. The ability to fly. Very helpful. And Magic Mush is going to double our DPS. Well, it added like, you know, 50% to our DPS. Everything's come together here. I can't really take too much credit for this run, to be honest with you. Pretty much all kind of came together just due to the merit of the items that are on the run, as opposed to anything that I had control over. Oh no, it's Joker. It's a sign, dude. Where's the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood card? Mostly, the reason I don't watch the Oscars is because I've never forgiven them for snubbing both the film Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind as well as Jim Carrey's performance in it. I thought it was a shoe-in for the 2004 Oscars and was very disappointed. What ended up winning Best Picture in 2004? I don't remember. I think 2005 was Crash, which I thought was good when I saw it. I was 16 years old, then I saw it again last year and was like, oh, this is... People were right. This is pretty... it's pretty comical. Hold on. That's where you bust out the old Google Assistant. Best Picture, 2004. The Return of the King. Okay, well, with all due respect... Hold on, then it should be Best Picture 2005, maybe. Because I'm trying to... Eternal Sunshine came... I thought Return of the King came out in 2003. Hold on, let me hit you with something here. Best Picture, 2005. We'll just let the rib do the talking. Ah! Hold on, hold on! This isn't how I go. $1,000,000 baby. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Gazillion dollar. I forgot about that. Dude, this is a real spooky situation. You know what? You Joker card right away. We already fought Krampus. Hoping to find, like a... Well, basically like something with respawn ability. We're trying. That's okay. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but you would expect that at some point we would have a pretty good chance to, you know, pick up coins, considering how many Nun's Habit uses of Swallowed Penny we have. It's not Swallowed Penny, but you know what I mean. Please murder this creature. Thank you. Oh, no. We barely lived through the previous... Come on! It's broken, dude! Here's my perspective on Lord of the Rings Return of the King. Great movie. Like, don't get me wrong. In no way is it not a great movie. However, I always felt like Return of the King was not the best of the Lord of the Rings films. And rather, was awarded Best Picture Are you kidding me? Because of the fact that the franchise itself had been previously snubbed. And I think that's messed up. Personally, I thought Fellowship of the Ring should have won Best Picture. I think that, in my opinion, and a lot of people, there we go, have different opinions on the subject, but I thought Fellowship of the Ring was the best of the Lord of the Rings movies, and Return of the King really got like a Lifetime Achievement Award. It's like they gave the whole trilogy an award instead of giving it out on actual merit. What beat Fellowship of the Ring for Best Picture? A Beautiful Mind. Okay, so like A Beautiful Mind, that's a great movie. I still think Fellowship of the Ring is better. But of course, how are you supposed to beat a movie in the Oscars when the movie you're going up against is a biopic of a famous person? And the actor looks so much like them, dude, it's uncanny. Okay. We've gotten ourselves out of this very dangerous world here. I think we cannot afford tourists. Under the floorboards of my furred tourists. It's a Twitter thing. I think the speed down is worth a lot less than the invincibility is worth more. You know? That's a real English sentence that makes perfect sense. I wish to reiterate, I have very, very few complaints about this run. I do think we had a very staggering run of bad luck on the previous floor. Yes, it was my own fault that I was looking up mid-2000s Best Picture winners instead of actually paying attention to the room. However, I was very surprised to not get many coins out of that. I think in a literal and also pun intended level, we lost the coin flip many, many times in a row. But you know, that variance can easily happen once or more over the course of a run. It's really just the timing is when you got to be careful. Everything's now hunky-dory. We should have very few problems. But what I would love to see is, and it's a very simple ask. For once, this is not an extreme, like, ridiculous ask. I would just love to see the wooden nickel actually work for us on the boss fight. If it works on no rooms leading up to the boss fight, but we live till the boss fight, I'm not going to be upset. But to work on the boss fight, that'd be real nice. Real nice indeed. Why was Michael Caine speaking there? I don't know. Why was Michael Caine speaking there? Mysteries of the universe and whatnot. It's not a very good impression. It's kind of veering into more Ricky Gervais. Not really. I don't know who this is now. Maybe I'll just... There's more New Zealand than it is Peter Jackson. Absolutely livid. He's lost the Best Picture Oscar to Ron Howard's A Beautiful Mind. How dare you? What are you talking about? I mean, Shoot the Whoop is pretty sick, but let's not rock the boat. Vigo! We lost! Can you believe it? I can't believe I woke up at 4:30 a.m. to watch this travesty. I'm assuming Peter Jackson was probably invited. Fellowship of the Ring was nominated for like 13 Academy Awards. But in my head, he had to wake up early to watch it in New Zealand. It's like how at the Game Awards, they nominate like 5 people for Trending Gamer, but only one of them's in attendance. And you're like, I wonder who's going to win this year. I'm going to go ahead and guess it's the guy in the audience. Elijah, it's a travesty. Dr. Disrespect won. I thought it was going to be Tfue. Can't believe I woke up at 2:17 a.m. for this. didn't even see an Elden Ring trailer. They didn't promise it, but I expected it. I apologize. This is just... If you are from New Zealand, I am just extraordinarily apologetic. I will say, I should know better because other countries make fun of the Canadian accent all the time, including Canadians. Hey, bud, why don't you get yourself a little... Why don't you frick off, bud? You frickin' hoser. Oh, why don't you go shovel snow down at the Max Milk, you freaking... you freaking hoser. I don't know why all I have is hoser. Max Milk is it's a convenience store slash gas station in parts of Canada. Anyway, we've done it. A keeper victory. Feels good. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!